Guys, this is Chris from Killer Arcade Games. I'm back with another arcade tour video. I've only done one of these before this, and it was Tornado Terry's near Fort Worth, Texas. This one, I'm excited to report, is much closer to me. It's in Austin. It's kind of near downtown. It is the Bishop Cidercade. That's a weird name for you guys who aren't local, but just to tell you exactly what that is, Bishop makes hard cider. In fact, I have one of them here. This is their dark side. It's the May the Tart Be With You. It's like their Star Wars thing. I think they did it for May the 4th one year. And my wife went and got a special cup from them. So she's the one who actually turned me on to this. I'm not a big drinker, but I actually really like their cider. It's tasty. It goes down smoothly. It has, 6% alcohol. So I'm not going to get totally trashed or anything off these. But I enjoy their stuff. I've tried a few of their ciders and I really like them. I used to have to drive to Dallas to go to their pretty cool arcade up there. They have a lot of games. I think it's around 150 or more. And I would have to drive all the way up there, pay the fee to get in, which is very fair, I think. And I'd have a good time and all, but it's so far. So I heard they were working on a location in Austin. Quick rundown. It's one of those arcades where you walk in, you pay to enter, everything's on free play. It was $10 a piece to get in. I think that's very fair. They have a lot of games. This place actually used to be a Joe's Crab Shack. They have a really good location, actually. It's right on Lake LBJ. You can look at downtown Austin from their huge patio they have outside. So let's just dive right into the tour. I'm going to actually be controlling it right here. I'll pause it so we can talk about certain games. They have a very wide selection of games. And here we go. So right off the bat, you'll see Silent Scope 2, which is cool. Capcom SNK, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. I just noticed it's in an MK1 cabinet. A couple Neo Geo games, Samurai Showdown, The Simpsons. You gotta have that at a bar. Gauntlet Dark Legacy. I really thought that was nice. Dragon's Lair 2. I noticed that seemed frozen. Hopefully they can get that one fixed. I'm not gonna knock them for any of that stuff right now because there's their second day open. The guy told me their game techs were working to finish getting everything ready, so I'm sure they're gonna have that ironed out. America's Army. I forgot all about that game. That game is kind of hard, unless the gun just wasn't calibrated properly. So a stand-up Cruisin' Exotica. If I can knock this place for anything, I would like to see a few more 90s racing games with sit-down cabinets, but the stand-up was still fun. I played it and had a good time. Alright, and then we go over to Donkey Kong. I mean, they've got tons of games, a very wide variety of games depending on what you like. Jurassic Park 3, that's a shame it was off, but I'm sure they're going to get it fixed. These games, I can tell you now, Tubin was turned on later while I was there, so I'm sure they're just getting things up and running. This actually reminded me of something. I forgot all about Sharpshooter. I started looking at it and realized I need to put that in my shooter cabinet when I build it. So I put that on a list for games to add. You got some skee-ball that are on free play. Here we go. This is what I'm always most excited about. Killer Instinct. I saw the KI2 and I won't lie, I was disappointed. When I saw the KI2 cabinet, I was like, I mean, I love Killer Instinct, but KI2 is like my least favorite of the two. But once it was turned on, and after I looked at the cabinet a little longer, you'll notice the marquee has both Killer Instinct games there. The marquee is a little weird. You can tell somebody custom did that. Maybe it was in someone's house and they sold it, but I don't like that the logos are wrong, but that's fine. We'll move ahead. You can actually switch between the two boards by pushing a button. We'll show that a little bit later. I'll talk about that more. Chiller, I don't know what that game is. Unfortunately, it wasn't working. It was just showing that screen the whole time. I don't think I've ever seen that one. Invasion, the Abductors, runs on the MK4 board, or they share the same board, I guess. Which makes me wonder, was that an MK4? Anyway, this one right here, I was trying to figure this out. I meant to do some research, but I didn't. Sonic the Hedgehog arcade game? I've never seen this before. It must be a real arcade game because it shows credits. I played it for like a second just to see what it was like, but it was just like playing it on the Genesis, so it was interesting. Last Duel, haven't ever heard of that one. Some of these are before my time, unfortunately, but older players are going to love that. Crazy Taxi, I know people love that game. I sat down and played a little bit of it. That's a fun one. Police Trainer, they actually have two police trainers. We'll show that in a second. Ms. Pac-Man, Pac-Mania, R-Type, Kung Fu Master. I cannot... Oh, V-Ball, that's right. Killer Queen. I'm going to pause really quick. I don't know what Killer Queen is. I see it all the time. It's one of those games that intimidates me. It's a newer game. I see people love it. You go to these bars, these barcades, especially when I went to the Bishop Cidercade in Dallas. Yeah, Dallas. It was just insane. People love that. It's a great party game, apparently. I don't get it. I don't know what it is. Maybe one of these days I'll actually try it. Police Trainer again, but can't have enough of those. They actually have 2 Guitar Heroes, too. Pole Position 2, Centipede. Now, I do go back here and show you guys. I was trying to get the camera to focus properly here, but it shows the pretty good view out there. You can see downtown Austin. You can. They actually put on their website, the people watching is free. There is a, I'm going to use the mouse, there is a boardwalk right there that people are running and riding their bikes along, and pretty interesting people in Austin. If you've been to Austin before, you know you're going to see some interesting people. But yeah, it's a great view. I mean, you get to look at the lake. Sunset Riders, I know everyone loves that one. Marvel vs. Capcom, Bad Dudes, Mini Golf, and Indiana Jones, Temple of Doom. Die Hard, that's one I haven't seen in a while. I don't know what this game is, this ice game right here. I can't read it. I don't know what it is. It must be a game that I've never seen before, but I noticed it says ticket error, so it must have been a redemption game. I'm sure obviously there's no tickets in it now. Blades of Steel. Never played that one either. Never even seen that one, I don't think. Spider-Man, the video game. This is another one I don't think I've ever seen, but looked pretty good. You got Mario, Tron, Off-Road, 2-player edition, Tetris, Tapper. You guys are going to have to forgive me, I'll let you look at Austin for a second. You're going to have to tell me in the comments, and some of you guys may be mad at me. Did Tapper always have Simpsons characters in it? I played a little bit of it and never realized there were Simpsons characters in the game. So maybe there's some special version, or it always had it and I never noticed before. I've played it once in the past and maybe never saw it. I don't know what the game on the left here is. I think it's Crime something. Never seen that one. Never seen The Swarm. I played a little bit of that, and that was actually pretty fun. It's a newer game, but it's pretty cool. I'm going to quickly show Pac-Man there, the 4-player one. Cocktail Ms. Pac-Man, and I could not see what that was. The reflection was so bad. Played a little bit of this new Jurassic Park arcade game. Thank God it's on free play. It's a great game, but those games are the ones that just suck up your money. I'm actually going to back this up a little bit. I wish this was on. I saw a video about this recently. The not-so-great arcade game of Madden. I guess it's probably somebody's favorite, but I wish they had Blitz personally, NFL Blitz, but you know, I've got one behind me, so whatever. But I'm sure the bros are going to come in and play the heck out of that, but I think it was too hard of a football game for arcades. And they've got a great pinball selection. I played a few pinball machines. That was a lot of fun. Everything's in really good condition because they probably, you know, as they were setting this place up, went through, made sure everything was working. The monitors all look really nice. Hopefully they'll keep it up, but you know, it's hard to keep these games, especially when they're on free play. It's hard to keep them in good condition. They're going to be working all the time to keep that going. So if you go by, please be respectful. Don't beat the heck out of these games. Don't let your kids trash them and all that. And if you're drunk and playing and you're having a little too much of the cider here, don't put it on the games. I hate when I go to these barcades. It's the worst thing about a barcade. You go to the barcade, you find the game you want to play. I know most people go there to get drunk and kind of play games. I go there to play games and maybe I'll have a drink personally. But I can't stand when some idiot puts their drink on the game, spills it all over the game, and then the buttons are ruined. They're all sticky. You don't want to put your hands on the top of it because it's a sticky mess. So please be respectful. Actually, I hate to call them out, but while I was there, the place has been open a day and a half, and somebody spilled their drink all over this air hockey. The air hockey's running, so there's bubbles everywhere. It was like, don't put the drink on the air hockey, guys. Come on. Nicktoons Nitro, that's one I forgot about. Qbert, Afterburner, Hogan's Alley. I totally forgot about that one. I didn't play any of it. Okay, here we go. I'm at the end of the video, pretty much, but this, I was disappointed, like I said, when I walked up when it was KI2, but it has both inside of it. At least I think it does, because when it was up and running finally, I went back over there and played a bunch of it, put my initials in on it a few times. I pushed the button to switch to KI2 just to check it out, and nothing was there. So I assume they're probably still working on it, like the game techs need to do something to it, but yeah, there was no working KI2 while I was there. Personally, I don't care. KI1's my favorite. I'd probably play KI2 for maybe a match or two, and that's it. But if that's your favorite, hopefully they'll fix it and you can play some KI2. It was great to see it running. Star Wars Trilogy, that was another one that I was glad to see running so my wife could play with it a little bit. She doesn't really know much about that one, but that's one of the big things we're going to put in her modded Star Wars Arcade 1-Up cabinet when it happens. So that's all. That's Bishop Cidercade. Please go check it out. I think they're doing a good job. I saw guys there cleaning the games, even though there weren't that many people in there. They were going through, wiping them down. I think they're doing a good job at keeping you safe. They ask you to keep your mask on unless you're eating or drinking. They do have pizzas there. I'm sorry. If anyone from Bishop happens to see this, I'm so sorry. I'm a big nerd. I love the arcade games way more than the food and the drink. No offense to your fine product. I do, like I said, love this and love your other ciders. So I didn't really show any of the bar or the fact that you guys seem to have pizzas. I saw guys eating pizzas that looked really good. I saw the oven in the back. So definitely go check out their food and drink. I'm sure it's good stuff. I'm going to go back one of these days and maybe sit down and have a pizza. I'm so happy they were able to open it. When they open the Houston location, if I can safely go there, I will definitely drive all the way out there to check it out. I love that these arcades are coming back. I want to support them through the virus, and hopefully they keep thriving and getting to open more of them. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you guys are in the Austin area, I really would love to do a meetup here one of these days. Again, once everything's calmed down, maybe we can all meet up there. I'll set a time where, like, hey, I'll be there at this time. Let's hang out and play some games. I don't normally do this type of video. I do other classic arcade stuff, turn arcade 1-ups into much better arcade 1-ups, if I can say that. So if you've got some time, please take a look around the channel, see if you find anything you like, and give it a subscribe if you do. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.